This is one of our major shopping center in Kathmandu, one of the main downtown.
Oh, really? Really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
This is what I'm showing. Like it's like what do you call most top in shopping malls and shopping centers and
Everyone, 9 o'clock.
restaurant part.
Okay, right. Down. About time, yes. Okay. Mike, you count down.
Good evening and welcome to the Asian Bird Fair online session number 25. Thank you for joining us on Zoom and on Facebook Live. We're on the last leg of the ABF talk, and tonight we discover Panama. To lead us on tonight's expedition is a good friend, Carlos Benthancourt of Canopy family. Buenos dias, Carlos.
Buenos dias, amigos. A good night to you guys in Asia. So thank you so much for this invitation. So I feel very, as an honor for me to be here with you guys, sharing the love of natures and the birds that we have in Panama. So I'm gonna share my screen here now.
Yes, yes.
So let's go here. My presentation.
Wow.
All right. Okay. So just to introduce everybody, last year, for the first time, I went to Asia, and then I was part of the Asian Bird Fair, the Canopy family. We were part of that. We had such a wonderful time. We met so many people, new friends. It was a wonderful experience. I got so many lifers, during the festival. So it was really nice to learn about the culture, to learn about the birds, the people there. It was beautiful. So I want to thank you guys for that. One of the highlight of my trip was to meet some new people and also to get to see the birds and also this mammal, the proboscis monkey, which was Ambaco um, National Forest. I love my time there. It was really great, and I want to thank you guys for doing such a wonderful job. And I hope soon we can all meet again and do one of this wonderful festival with more people, so we can meet more people and share with them our love for nature. So okay, so let's get back into what we're in for here. We're going to talk about Panama, so birds and wildlife. My name is Carlos Benthancourt. I have been guiding for the last 20 years at the Canopy family. We have a set of lodges, 3 lodges in Panama that specialize on nature tours and mammal tours, butterfly tours, everything nature related. We a part of it here in Panama. So let's start to find out where is Panama. We're a very small country in Central America. If you look at this little tiny map here, that's where we are. We have about 4 million people. Uh, the population of Panama is about 4 million people. So we're very, very small, which made Panama a really nice place to travel and to cover different areas from foothill forest, lowland forest, coast. So it's a really great spot. So Panama is a bridge and barrier. So a species from Central America come down to Panama and from South America. So we have about 1,010 species of bird have been recorded here in Panama. So a small country, easy to travel, safe. So it's really nice. We do not have east or west coast in Panama. So if you go to the west, you're gonna go to Costa Rica. You go to the east, to Colombia, which is our neighbor, and then you go north to the Pacific. I mean, to the Caribbean and south to the Pacific. So one of the people know Panama is because know Panama because of many reasons. One of them is the Panama Canal. The Panama Canal brings a lot of money to the economy of the country, which is a really good and the biggest employee of the country as well. So it's very good. So we do take you birding at the Panama Canal. The Panama Canal, we have uh, ships coming from different part of the world that goes through the Panama Canal. You can see the little route here from Asia, from Africa, from the US, from everywhere. So here at the Miraflores Locks, we do go and visit the locks, what we are birding at the Canopy Tower. And there is a lot of birds that you can see in this area, a really nice area. So here is Panama. So we have major area that we cover during our birding tours. So Central Panama, which is where the Panama Canal is, the foothills of El Valle de Anton, which is a different habitat, and then the Chiriqui Highland and the Caribbean slope of Boca del Toro, and also the newest, which is the Canopy Camp in Darién. So we're gonna be talking about those three places. This is my my second home, the Canopy Tower. This is what the Canopy Tower used to look like when about 20, well, over 20 years ago. It was built in 1965 by the U.S. government as a powerful radar tower. It recycled into a lodge, and you can see here in the next photo. I'm glad I got there when it was already done, because I wouldn't think transforming this building into a lodge, you know, I wouldn't have that idea at all. So some of the birds that we are right now seeing at the Canopy Tower, you know, there's a fruiting tree right now with melastoma. We can see this beautiful blue darkness and this gorgeous red-cap mannequin. And this red-cap mannequin is the one that taught Michael Jackson how to do the moonwalk. If you Google red-cap mannequin moonwalk, you'll be surprised to see how those beautiful mannequins do the nice dance. The Soberania National Park, you know, we have in this area recorder over 500 species of bird in this area. And one of the nice things is by staying in this area where the Canopy Tower is located, you know, we have day trips to different areas close by. So it's a really neat area. And one of the things that is very important at this whole park is protected because of the Panama Canal. The Panama Canal needs the water to be able to run 24/7. So the rainforest is very important. So it must be protected. So here is the person who was responsible for the Canopy family, Raul Arias. I met Raul Arias a little bit over 20 years ago. I started working on October 12th of 2000 in the Canopy family. And we have been, you know, creating all these nice birding packages, and Raul's idea of creating different lodges, and it's been fantastic. So having a great time working with this team. And now recently, for the last 10 years, Daniel, his son, joined us for making the company. And so it's really good to be here. And Raul here, the Daniel's son too, is also now part of the company. So one of the reasons I got to the Canopy Tower, I was hired by Raul Arias to do a hawk migration surveying in Panama. So during October and November, we have this massive migration of birds from North America going all the way south. We have recorded in Panama over 2 million birds in a single day. I mean, it's an amazing count. And I got there, and I was supposed to be doing that for a month, and that was it. And 20 years later, I'm still there. I love it. It's really good. So here's the Canopy Tower. This is my backyard. This is the Soberania National Park. And you can see it's a beautiful forest. And the nice things about the tower is to give you that view of Canopy birds. Early morning, you get up early morning, go up to the observation deck, having a nice cup of coffee while you listen to the forest to wake up. One of the birds that we normally hear either early morning or late afternoon is the great tinamou. And you can hear this bird by making this call. Really a really neat bird to see. Very it's a bird that is quite common by call, but to see it is a different story. You can see it looks almost like the color of the leaf. So canopy birds can be tough. So the nice things about staying here in this area and the Soberania National Park is that we can get some really nice view of early morning of canopy species. Some of the birds that we can see from this area are this broad-billed mudmot, which is this one here with a nice green chin, and then the whooping mudmot, which is a species of blue-crowned mudmot that have been split recently, so into different species. The alarm clock for the morning. You do not need to set up an alarm clock. We'll have this friend who will wake you up. These are the Mantle howler monkey. And this guy made this call. I mean, but like 10 times what I'm doing, really loud. This is a male, by the way. There's no doubt about it. Canopy birds, like this beautiful green honey creeper that we get to see almost every day from the observation deck. Of course, toucans are always a great show to see this bird. Toucans are very pretty, but you know the calls are not that so great. You know, it sounds more like a frog. It made a rock, 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 rock. So this is the toucans here are our like our version of the hornbills you guys get in Asia. Another birds that we enjoy seeing, this is a northernmost strain. It's a black-breasted puffer. It's a little video here. And you can see this little, the young one here got an ant on his bill, and it will drop it because his parent will bring a nice grasshopper. So that was from the Canopy Tower about a month ago. That was staying there, and I just got to film this little video of this. And this bird made this call. Beautiful, beautiful bird. Let's continue here. Trogons. We have about 5 species of trogon that are possible in the Soberania National Park. And this is one of them, the Garter Trogon. And look at the beautiful yellow irene, the yellow chest, the kind of bluish chest with the yellow belly. And it made this called. So sorry, my computer speaker broke, so I had to do all the whistling now. Black hawk eagle. Hawk eagles are one of my favorite birds. I shouldn't say favorite because if I start saying favorite, all the birds all become my favorite. But this bird, that was, 2 weeks ago or less than 2 weeks ago, I was at the Canopy Tower and I heard this. And then I was in the parking lot ready to leave, to go home, and I just whistled back. And the bird landed right very close to where I was, but I was downstairs, so I had to go all the way up to the Canopy Tower kitchen area to get this photo. It's a bird that it doesn't respond all the time, but you know it did that time. I was really lucky and beautiful. Look at those legs and look at the color of the legs. Hawk eagle are amazing, really, really amazing. Cinnamon woodpecker, another specialty from the Canopy Tower, and this one make this call. Green striped vireo, another bird that is not so easy to see. It's a canopy bird, but even though the canopy is very hard because it blends in really well with the vegetation, but it's one of those birds that people hope to see when they're at the Canopy Tower. And also for me as a guy, one of the birds that I hope to show people on the first morning they're staying there, because otherwise will drive you crazy with the bird calling every, you heard that bird every day making this. So look at that yellow throat, beautiful, beautiful bird. Mastatida. So some of the signature birds from the Canopy family, like green striped vireo, Mastatida, and another special one, the blue cotinga. This is the female. So we do not discriminate females. So we all show you guys females, males, beautiful, beautiful birds. And the females are very special. And you can see they're not as colorful because they have a very important job, which is nesting. Here's the blue cotinga male. Look at the electric blue color bird. This picture was taken by my friend Rafael Lau, which is a really excellent Panamanian photographer. Geoffroy's tamarin. These Geoffroy's tamarin are near endemic, Panama and Colombia only. And they come every day to the Canopy Tower to feed on the bananas. We hand some bananas out from the Canopy Tower for the kinkajou olingo that night. But when the olingo kinkajou do not come and eat at night, this guy comes in the morning to finish the banana and to eat the banana there. So this is the male. If you can notice, here's a young one in the back. So the male is in charge of carrying the young one. They love to feed on tree sap. So it's a really neat tamarin. They sound almost like a bird when they call them. Like, something like that. This is what talk about camouflage. And some of the birds that we hope to show you when you are in Panama are putus. And I have to say, one of the birds that I wanted to see when I go to Asia now is the frog mouse. Hopefully, when I go back there, I missed that one on my last trip. But this is a great common potu, and this common potu made this beautiful call. I found it very pretty. This call. A gorgeous, gorgeous bird, and you can hear that at night. Calling big eyes, very tiny bill, big mouth. Here's a Choco Screech Owl, another specialty bird that from South America and Panama. And we can find this one along the Semaphore Hill Road, which is the road that leads you up to the Canopy Tower. And this is the bird made this call. Very short note. And I took this photo during our lockdown. I stayed at the Canopy Tower and birded the Semaphore Hill Road, and I wanted to get a good photo of this bird because normally when I'm with clients, I don't take photos. I take quick digiscoping photos, but I try to get the scope for them to see the bird and to enjoy the bird. And I now have time to do some more of the photography. Another beautiful place that we can take you from the Canopy Tower is called Altos de Cerro Azul. And this is a friend, Jerry and Linda Harrison. They have this beautiful feeder set up that we can go there and enjoy the beautiful hummingbirds. This is the slow motion. So it's a higher elevation. It's about 45 minutes from the Canopy Tower. So we do take day trips to different areas, and we take a picnic lunch with us, so we can just enjoy the birds, have a nice picnic lunch out, and then come back to the tower later in the evening. But they have so many hummingbirds, so many honey creepers in this area. It's really a neat area. And one of the birds that we hope to see when we go up to Cerro Azul is the striped cheek woodpecker. This is an endemic bird. It can also be seen in the Darién as well. Red-legged honey creeper, one of the birds that are quite common on the feeders, my friend's house, and the shining honey creeper. Beautiful, beautiful bird. About 15 days ago, I went up to visit Jerry and Linda, and I spent some time taking photo of the feeder of the birds here. Speckled tanager, gorgeous tanagers are there in that area because it's foothill. So it's nice to see the speckled tanager. Here's the room. I have to show you some of the room where you will stay, the Canopy Tower. Very comfortable bed, hot water, cold water in there. This is one of the bigger rooms, and this is more the regular size room at the Canopy Tower. There, every room have their own shower and toilet, which is very good. We do have the single rooms at the Canopy Tower, which are 4 rooms now. We add shower and toilet to each one of the rooms there now, which is a big plus now. One of the famous areas to take people birding is the Pipeline Road. Pipeline Road have the record of over 300 bird species in 24 hours. It's really neat. The Christmas bird count. Still a great area to go birding. And one of the birds that we look for when we're there is the great jacamar. Great jacamar make this call. And here's the male. You can see the white throat, and this is the female. Don't have the white throat. But look at the color on the back, that coppery color, iridescent, almost like a large hummingbird. Really neat. We also have these, when we look for when we go to the Pipeline Road, one of the things that we look for is the army ant swarm, to look for antbirds. And this is one of the target species that we look for, is the ocellated antbird. Look at the skin around the face, a blue skin around the face, really pretty. It's not an easy bird. You have to really find an army ant swarm. When the army ants are hunting, they attract birds that are trying to eat whatever is trying to escape from the bird. It's a really neat things to watch. Look at this beautiful plain synops. Another photo by my friend Rafael Lau. Look at the bill of this bird, and that white marking in there is one of the bird that you can see with the mixed flock of dot-winged ant wren, checkered ant wren, and this streak-chested antpitta. It's not an easy bird to see, but it's quite common by call. You have to be very patient if you wanted to see this bird. And I make this call. You can hear this as you walk into the pipeline road, this call. Very nice. Hummingbirds, we have a lot of hummingbirds here in Panama. Really pretty, like this crown wood nymph that can be seen on the pipeline road, can be seen also in Cerro Azul and in El Valle de Anton. So here I am with during the pandemic, my friends have been going up to the Canopy Tower to take some photos. Here's my friend Rafael Lau, who is the person that I mentioned, Eduardo Estrada, which is another friend who took the aerial photo, and you'll see some of the photos that have been taken. And Greg Diaz, a famous photographer here in Panama too as well. So it's been really nice to have them at the Canopy Tower and to enjoy birding with them. So like I say, we don't only look at birds, we look at everything, in nature. So one of these is this helicopter dragonfly, or long-winged helicopter is one of the name. This one is specialized on the spider. And when you see it flying, you have this 4 wing, so it looks like a helicopter actually. Really neat. And of course, people ask for these ones, the mammals. This is a 3-toed sloth. So we have 2 types of sloth in the Soberanía National Park, the lodge, and in Panama, actually, the 2-toed and the 3-toed sloth. This is a 3-toed sloth. Look at his face. It looks like E.T., this one. So after a nice long day of birding and fun, we get together in the dining room at the Canopy Tower. We go through our checklist with our people there and enjoy a nice meal, a nice dinner with wine, and enjoy here. Look at this Panamanian night monkey. This photo was taken by my friend Eduardo. Look at this beautiful, beautiful, beautiful monkey. And they're active at night. We can see them around the Semaphore Hill Road at night or in the roosting area. Really neat. And from the Canopy Tower, we go up to the foothills of the Antom Valley, which is the really neat habitat, higher elevation, cooler temperature. Is a very popular place for people to get away for the weekend and to enjoy the town because it's so fresh and nice up there. So this is if you can notice, is the photo that I put earlier is the caldera or the Dormant Volcano. So this is where the town is located. And here's the Canopy Lodge. It's another great spot. We do have, if you go to our website, www.canopytower.com, you're going to see the Canopy Lodge link, and you're going to see a live camera that we have there with the Cornell Lab. This live camera have been really good for a lot of friends and people all over the world during the lockdown because they can study some of the birds that come there. So we have like 2 times during the day that we feed them, in the morning and in the afternoon. So you can find out about the schedule. Send us an email or look at our website there. So here's the Canopy Lodge, different setup than the Canopy Tower, beautiful big area. There's a nice waterfall nearby called the Chorro El Macho. And this is one of the birds that we look for, the sun bittern. It's another gorgeous bird, and it makes this whistle. We do not have any TV in our room, but we have big windows, nice balcony, so you can get your binoculars, look outside, and enjoy nature. This is one of the rooms at the Canopy Lodge. Some of the birds that you will see coming to the feeder or around the ground is this Rufous mudmud. Look at the serrated bill of this bird. This bird feeds on bananas, but also it eats lizards and snakes as well. Color aracari, another common visitor of the Canopy Lodge feeder. And we can see, I think the other day, like this week actually, we have on Tuesday, like probably like almost like 10 or 12 of them in the feeder. Black-chested jay, another nice bird to get in the grounds of the Canopy Lodge. And they make this call. Very nice. Hummingbirds. This one is a Rufous crested coquette, and this one can be seen in different locations, but only seasonal, not all year round. Basically during the dry season, and we can find this one around the Canopy Lodge grounds, also in Cerro Azul area, and on the Pipeline Road, a place called the Rainforest Discovery Center, which is another location that we visit during our tour. Look at this. Look at the hair on this, or the feathers on this bird, and the bright green. Depending on how you capture the light, you can see how bright green that throat turns. And then also have a little bit of orangey here on the ear patch. Bay-headed tanager. This bird did not come to the feeder very often, very rarely, but it's quite common around the grounds and the different areas of the Canopy Lodge. And then some of the target species that people wanted to see when they come to Panama, and either to photograph or to see, is this toddy mudmot. It's a bird that can be very hard, it's always in the dark, understory. So I'm really happy with this photo that my friend Rafa got. And you can hear this bird making this call. All right, neat. Of course, we look around. We have a nice ponds around the grounds of the Canopy Lodge, and we look for other things, like reptiles and amphibian. And the red-eyed tree frog is a nice one. Every time we found one of these, we were so excited. Really nice to see this red-eyed tree frog. This is what my eyes look like when I travel, when I went to Asia last year. And I got to the airport, I have the red eye. And actually, I landed in Singapore with red eye. Another specialty that we hope to see at the Canopy Lodge area is this white-tipped sicklebill. No, it didn't hit the window. That's the shape of the bill. Actually specialized on some heliconia that have the same shape of the bill. Really neat. Not a colorful bird, but a very nice and unique. And they're a trap liner. A trap liner, that means that they will visit the same plant. So they have like a route. So it can take you some time, up to 2 hours, for them to come back to the same plant. So from the Canopy Lodge, we go up to the, show you a little bit of the Chiriqui Highland and Bocas del Toro area, which is, we have this year actually, we started to do this trip. So if you come to Panama, we can cover from the Darién all the way up to the Highland with you guys. So you can spend time from a week to 2 weeks, 3 weeks, a month here in Panama. And we have different locations with a great species of bird. And this place called Mount Tutumas, another beautiful area in the Highland. That we can, that's a place that we look for the quetzal. This was March when I was there at Mount Tutumas. Look at this beautiful quetzal. Look at the tail. This is very splendid quetzal, one of those species that we look for when we go up to that area. Lesser violet ear, another hummingbirds. It's a really great spot. They have some beautiful feeders and really nice area here in Mount Tutumas. Slaty flower piercer, another common bird of the ground there. And this beautiful near endemic Talamanca hummingbird, Panama and Costa Rica only, is a regular visitor. Elegant euphonia, not so easy to see there, but it's always high. But look at that beautiful euphonia. And this one was our target. This one is more during the dry season. I was there in March. And the tree wattle bird is a very special bird. Is a unique bird. I love this one. And I took 4 of my friends from England that came to Panama, and that was one of the targets, and we got it there. I don't know how many I counted in that area, but there were probably at least 10 calling at one time. And then from there we go up to the Caribbean area. Nice lodge called Tranquilo Bay Lodge in the Caribbean slope. A beautiful setup. Nice to see the sun go down. You can go up for snorkeling. You can go for kayaking or swim. Of course, birding is always there. Nice cabin. It's nice to, after a long day, when you get there from the trip, having a nice beer while you go through your list. Montezuma oropendula is one of the species that live in the grounds of the Tranquilo Bay Lodge. And here's a nice tower they have where we can spend the morning up there or the afternoon up on the top and looking for birds, photographing birds. It's really nice. That was in March with my friends from England red lord parrots, those can be seen almost every day from the observation tower they have. Golden color mannequin, another species that can be seen in the grounds there and photographed in that area. And from the Tranquilo Bay Lodge, we have day trips to different locations. We go up to a nice canal area by boat and spend the day birding. And then one of the targets that we look for is this red-billed tropic bird. Look at that beautiful, beautiful bird. And this is a place called Bird Island, and they live there. Really neat. American pygmy kingfisher is another bird that we can be seen in the tour there. And then different frogs. Actually, Bocas del Toro, this area in Bocas del Toro, have different, in different locations, you can find these strawberry poison dart frog that have different coloration. It is an amazing thing to see them. And this one, we found this one in the canal area. And from that area in Bocas del Toro, I want to show you our lodge in the Darién. This is when we started birding, people start asking us for a place in Darién to go birding. We look and look. It took us years to find the right spot, and I'm glad we worked very hard to look for this place because it's in a beautiful forest. It's bordered with a protected area, and it's a beautiful setup. And we wanted to do something different in Darién. So Raul Arias decided that we should use safari-style tents in the Darién. It's called the Canopy Camp, but you do not have to bring your camp. You don't have to do anything else. Everything is set up. Everything is ready for you. This is a nice dining room area. It's all open. That's where we get together for the list. That's where we have our meals in there. It's a really neat area. And we open up, like I say, we open up on October 12th, Panama for tourism. And, with all the regulations and all the rules that we had to follow. But I was happy to spend about a month, the beginning of the month, and November 1st, actually, with Anna, my friend. Anna went with her family up to the Canopy Camp. Anna wanted to see a sloth. She wanted to see birds. And it was nice to see her getting up at 6:30 in the morning and go birding with me there at the feeder at the Canopy Lodge. It's beautiful when you see young people, and it gives you hope that there is a lot of good things coming up, guys, for everybody. And these kids are great. And then Anna is an amazing girl. And here's her family. Actually, her father is the Minister of Tourism, and I'm really happy that he is taking the time on the weekend to take his family to different places in Panama, and not just to see the places, but his family are really into nature, and that's really good for us. So hopefully there's good things coming up for Panama in terms of tourism. Some of the birds I was looking with Anna that morning is this black cheek woodpecker, really nice, quite common. This one is the crested oropendula. Look at the blue eye. We have 4 species of oropendula that can be seen in this trip. The Montezuma that I showed you earlier, the chestnut-headed, the crested, and I'll show you the black oropendula in a minute. And this one are the white-faced capuchin. This guy comes almost every day to the feeder to steal the banana from the birds. So I have to cut the bananas, because if I leave the bananas, if I don't cut it, they will take 3, 4, 5 of them at once. Here is the setup. This is the Canopy Camp. It's a beautiful area. Each observation, each deck is facing the forest, which makes it really neat. Nice, very comfortable. We have solar energy, and this is one of the birds that we can hear quite often from the camp and the tower, and also from the lodge, is the bright rum attila, and it made this call. This is a little bigger tent, really nice floor. So, I mean, it's very comfortable, very neat. We have solar panels, so electricity 24/7 there, which is really nice. Recently, we have been having these king vulture coming up to our feeders. We have some feeders for vulture there, and they come quite often now when we put the food out for the vultures. This king vulture is an amazing, beautiful. Look at the color of this bird. There's a good chance to photograph them at the Canopy Camp. Donacobius, another species that is more of the wetland area in the Darién, and it sounds more like an alarm. An alarm. So when people hear them, they think it's the car. You know, the Carlos, the van alarm went on, and they just thought it's a Donacobius calling. Macaws, some of the macaws that we see there in Darién are the blue and yellow macaw, the chestnut-fronted macaws, and the great green macaws. And not easy, but they're possible during the tour, which is a neat things to watch there. I have to show you this because people ask me if we have a bathroom and toilet in at the camp. Yes, each tent have their own shower and toilet and hot water, which is I know is very important. And then we have a contest during your stay there, and is to find out what is the best bird you can see from either taking a shower or sitting down on the toilet. So yeah, so you'll be surprised what birds you see. Mine last week was, when I started on November 1st, the camp was this pale belly hermit came right into the bathroom. Neat bird. Look at the bill, kind of straight. You can be confused by the long-bill hermit, but long-bill hermit have more curvy bill and a different coloration on the front. Gray cheek nonlet, another bird that live on the grounds of the Canopy Camp area. And I made this go. Spot crown barbet. So we share in the Darién area, we share a lot of birds with Colombia that are near endemic. So like this one, the spot crown barbet. Another, it can be seen at the Canopy Lodge and also the Darién, but the one of the Canopy Lodges are more yellowish on this area here that I'm pointing out with the. One of the best things as a company that we do is to have the community be part of the tours. For ecotourism, you have to involve the community. The community has to be benefit from the tourism, from the ecotourism, so they can protect the forest around it. And one of the things that we do is working with different Indian village in the area, this Emberawonan, where they create some nice, beautiful trails so we can go birding. So we pay an entrance fee by using the trails. And then also people at the end go out and buy some of the basket, some of the beautiful work they do. Amazing people, very friendly. They live along the river, which the river is basically like their highway. But it's very important for ecotourism to benefit all these people, all the community, the local guy, the local captain of the boat. And this is me. This is what I look like during the pandemic. I actually have to shave for this presentation so I don't scare you guys too much. And yeah, so this, like I say, we use the dughouse canoe to go to some of the Indian village, also to go and see the Harpy Eagle area. So this is like the highway for them. Beautiful area. New tropical river otter is one of the mammal species that we look for when we are in the river. So neat mammal. We caught this one sleeping on the log. Really neat. This is another potu species that can be seen in the Darién area, also the Soberania National Park. This is called the great potu. You know, earlier I whistled the common potu, which is beautiful call, making the. And this is the great potu. So you think like, oh, great potu, we had a great call. Yeah, it does have a great call, and it sounds like this. It sounds like somebody's sick, like somebody's throwing up. It just, it's just one of those calls. So sometimes I had to tell people, like, yo, there's a potu. If you listen to a potu at night, it will sound like this. Because sometimes we have people who say, wow, somebody was sick last night throwing up, and I can hear this. But it's a great potu. Beautiful bird, nice, well camouflaged, but not such a great call. green and rufous kingfisher is one of those species that is one of the hardest kingfisher in the Americas, I will say, because it can be hiding in the forest, and this is one of the birds that we can see at the from the Indian villages. They have a nice pond that we can find this bird in there. Dusky back jacamar, very restricted range in Panama and Colombia only, and the Indian village is one of the better places to see them. Black Oropendola, another one that that is Panama and Colombia only, and Darién is one of the best places to see it. Of course, our big targets for people is this bird like Crested Eagle, and also Crested Eagles are rarer than Harpy Eagle, but this is the one that we have been finding for the last few years. We have been getting report from Native Village and people saying there's a bird here. I want you guys to check it out. And when it's a Crested Eagle, wow, it's a big plus for us to take people there. And our national bird, the Harpy Eagle, is one of the big targets for people when they come to Panama to see this bird. And right now we have a couple of nesting sites that we have been enjoying. Actually, I have to go there soon to check out the status of the young bird. This is the bird that we were looking at in March this year. This is the adult female. Look at this talents. Amazing bird of prey, one of the most powerful bird of prey in the world. And it, it just makes me so happy, so excited every time I see a Harpy Eagle. I don't know how many times I've seen one, but I enjoy it every single time I go and see this bird. Gorgeous. Well, I hope we return to this big smile from people enjoying the birds. This is my last group in March that I guided. Hopefully, we're getting more and more. Hopefully, there is more. It will be a solution for this pandemic pretty soon, and we can all start traveling again. I can go back to Asia. I can go to Australia, the places that I wanted to visit in the future. And Canopy family, we have all-inclusive birding packages with meal, lodging, guiding, transportation. You just have to show up, bring your binoculars. We'll pick you up at the airport, and just be ready for a wonderful and great time with a nice team of people, great chef. Just be ready for a good time. Thank you very much. We have our email, which is contactus@canopytower.com. You can also visit our website. And I want to thank you, everybody at the Asian Bird Fair, for this wonderful opportunity to share with you guys Panama with you today. Let me just stop sharing my screen for a minute.
Muchas gracias, Carlos. Thank you for
thank you.
Presentation. I think everyone
thank you.
wants to go to Panama right now.
Yeah, any question you guys might have, please feel free to ask. Okay. And
there's a question here. A while ago, you were mentioning butterfly watching, right?
Yes.
We have a friend from Singapore, Eileen Tan, was asking if you also do nighttime frogging.
Yes, Eileen. Hello, Eileen. I want to say that my time in Singapore was wonderful, and Eileen and many of the friends that I met at the Asian Bird Fair, they made sure that when I went to Singapore, I had a good time there. So thank you so much for that. Yes, we do have butterfly tours. We have set days for those. It's during the dry, during our I would say November, August. I have to check the dates, but I can send you the dates through an email. So I can send you the dates that we have the butterfly tours, and also we can do night walks to look for frogs and different things. Everything in nature is possible here in Panama.
I think it's good that your audio wasn't working. Everyone is amazed by your bird call.
I talked to Daniel the other day. I need to get a new computer because the speakers are not working well. But we're waiting for the new one that is coming up soon. So hopefully I get a new one. So so I had to do all the bird calls. I have to drink a little bit of water now.
Anyone wants to ask questions from the room?
And I want to thank people from on Facebook. Ann Oliver, who is there, has been there. So it's really nice that you were here, Elaine, here on Facebook as well. So yeah, thank you everybody for Maynard from Guatemala. So yeah, it's really thank you. Hello.
I made it to Sanibel last night.
Yeah. Oh, wonderful, wonderful. So you're having a good time now in Sanibel. Wonderful, really
Will,
good.
but we'll see you. We'll see you as soon as we can. I'm going to be interested in the trip when you either to do the Highlands to add to our experience.
Sure. Yeah, we have so many people who have been like you to Tower Lodge Camp who now are wanted to do other parts. And then, we found these two wonderful spots, with people like Tranquilo Bay Lodge and people from Mount Tumas who do a wonderful job. And we're very happy to work with them now.
Yeah, in the near future.
Thank you, Marlene. Thank you. Thank you. Say hi to Jeff. Any other question, anybody?
Carlos, we've seen that there are so many overlap birds, with Costa Rica and part of Colombia. So could you give us some of the great reasons why we must visit Panama?
Okay, yeah. Definitely. Well, one of the main reasons is easy. To get to Panama is very easy. Second is that you don't have to travel much to cover in different habitats. You don't have to spend like a lot of times, driving. So you can be in 1 hour from the lowland up to the foothills, and you're looking at different species of bird. And that gives you, you can stay in one place and from there go to different habitat. We don't have to be changing every 3 days from lodge to lodge. So that gives you the sense of the place, of the area, to enjoy it, to have a good time. Of course, I love birding in different places. I love birding in Costa Rica. I love birding in Colombia. I'm a birder, so I love going to different places. But in Panama, we can offer you that that nice close to the habitats and stay in one place, covering different areas and seeing many good species of birds.
Wow, thank you. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is questions for you, and and Carlos offer great answers for you guys. Thank you, Carlos.
I'll add one more reason to go to Panama is to meet Carlos, one of the great guides.
Thank you, Mike. Mike, I met you in England, I think, many years ago.
Yeah.
It was really good. Now it's time for you to come. And I met you in Asia. Now it's time for you to come to Panama. Hopefully in the near future, we can have some of you guys come into Panama to check it out. And it's been wonderful. It was really wonderful. I love, it's my country. I love Panama. It's really a great spot for nature and bird. And I can guarantee you guys a great time, a great time here.
And Harpy Eagle, how easy can we see the Harpy Eagle in Panama?
Okay, yeah. Well, right now, the Harpy Eagle from the Canopy Camp, I'll tell you how the adventure is. The latest nesting site that we have. So it's 45 minutes drive from the Canopy Camp to the end of the Pan American Highway. At the end of the Pan American Highway, we'll get into one of the dugout canoe. Actually, the dugout canoe, when you order them, you have to order them by the carrying capacity of bananas. So we order a 10,000 banana carrier, to get you to from the Yavisa in the Chucunaque River. We go down about 5 minutes by boat. This is the latest nest that we found. 5 minutes by boat, and from there we walk about 2.5 miles, 3 miles, I would say, one direction to where the nest is located. This nice family have been monitoring the nest, so they are keeping us updated. So you go through a nice open area and you get into the forest, and that's where the Harpy Eagle is. So it's quite easy to get this bird actually. There's all the other time where we have to go to other areas which are longer walks, but this one right now is really nice. And actually this year in March with my friend from England, I went to see the Crested Eagle, and my friend had her birthday. So I wanted to show her a crested and a harpy, which is like a big thing to do on the same day. So I talked to Abel, one of the assistant manager at the camp, and Abel said, Carlos, there's a guy who told me there's a Harpy Eagle on his farm, and it was in the dry season, so we drove right to where the area is we had to walk like 5 minutes to see the Harpy Eagle. So that was a really great thing to do. But only during the dry season, because during the rainy season, some of the areas that we can drive get really wet and muddy. So yeah, so dry season is one of the best months to come and see the Harpy Eagle. They are year round, they're possible year round, but dry season is one of the best time.
Wow, excellent. Sounds like very exciting. Thank you very much.
And the other, I want to say hi to my friend April and Jeff Seide. They're one of those people who, when I started 20 years at the Canopy Tower, was the first people I met, and they were on Facebook here watching this today. And they're very special. They're almost like family to me, and really great. And it's amazing how this birding community is, how, and Victor, this by experience with the Asian Bird Fair, how, this group of people who love nature and bird become your birding family. And that's the beauty of this. Really, really special.
Thank you. So we must invite you to Asia again and again and again.
Oh, definitely. I want to go there. I keep seeing all the posts, and also for people who haven't been watching this Asian Bird Fair, they have been doing. How about this is the 20 talk now? 20. So 25th. You can go back. 25th. Wow. Yes. If you can go back to the Facebook page then and look at the different presentation they have been doing from different countries, which are really nice. I have some that I go back and watch again because they're really interesting and really nice. Hi to my friend Johnny from Uganda.
Right, thank you, Carlos. And mentioning this, we also upload all the talks on our ABF official channels. So just visit our official channel and you won't miss any talk. It's all there.
Excellent. I can't wait again, my friend, to get back to Asia. Maybe we can bring some of my friends with me to go and enjoy the beautiful festival that you guys do there in the near future, hopefully.
Right, thank you. And are there more questions for Carlos?
Check here.
Yeah, guys, this is a great chance to talk to Carlos before you visit Panama.
Thank you so much. Great day, everybody.
Right. Well, yeah.
Bye-bye.
Before we ask more questions, let's take a group photo.
Okay. A group photo, yes, group photo. Okay. Come on.
Andy, Mark, Lewin, Dan,
all right.
Jose. Hello, Jose.
Mark. Yeah, get in there.
You there?
Turn your camera on so we can get a wheel.
Martin.
Jose.
Hello.
Soto.
Okay. Hi, Linda.
Rajendra.
Yes. With us. All right.
Okay, let me know.
Jose, good to see you.
Smiling.
Okay. Hang on, guys. Look at the camera. Okay.
All right.
3, 2, 1. Thank you very much.
All right. Well,
all right.
Good night. Good night, everybody in Asia, and buenos dias to everybody here in the Americas, and good afternoon to people in England.
Yes. Before we say thank you, goodbye to Carlos and Mike, where are we going next week?
As I've announced a while ago, this is the last leg of the ABF talk. Next week we're going to Ecuador, and then one last stop at Peru, and then we're done for this series.
I'll be
a series next year, and it'll be a different topic because this series is all about birding destinations. So
secret.
Secret. 7 countries.
Don't tell me too much. You're gonna surprise them, right?
Yeah, come on.
We look for surprise packages for 2021.
Oh wait, Luan, are you still on?
My friend from Nepal, enjoy your dinner.
Carlos. We have one more question.
Sure.
Yeah, Luan, please.
Oh my God. Okay, I was just gonna write Carlos, but I saw that there's many setups at a Canopy family. There's the tower type, and there's the tent type, and they're really nice facilities.
Yeah.
So my question is, for the birders, what's their absolute favorite type of accommodation? And that assumes the ease of, birding.
Yeah. Well, yeah, if you're a nature lover
if you're into birding, you love each location because we have some great birds in each location and each area. Each place is very different. The Canopy Tower is a metal tower recycled into a lodge. You know, if you're into nature, you love that because the view that you get as a birder from the observation deck is unique. From the windows, from, you know, when you're having lunch, when you're having dinner, there's always something going on around that area. And then the road that leads you to the Canopy Tower is another amazing road that we have recorded over 300 species of bird in the last 20 years in that area. And then the Canopy Lodge, which is a bigger area, nice, beautiful sceneries, landscape in the area with the nice fruit feeders that we get there. So it's very special. More, I would say comfortable in a way because it's bigger on the rooms and everything. And then the tent camp, which is you know, your safari style tent camp in the Darién. So yeah, depending on, you know, if you love nature, you'll be happy in either location. But if you've never been to Panama, I recommend you to do the tower and the lodge, you know, to do those first locations, so you can have an idea and everything, and then you can just decide if you want to go the other places. But if you've never been and you want to come for a week, 2 weeks, Central Panama can offer a lot of those really great species and good number of birds. Thank
Really
you.
good advice. Thank you,
And
Carlos.
Excellent.
Thank you.
It's a great ending of our presentation. Thank you again, Carlos.
Thank you, Victor. Gracias a ustedes.
Thank you, everybody, and have a great weekend. Thank you.
All right.
Thank you, Carlo.
Bye. Hasta luego. Bye-bye.
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 Paul. Herbert. Bye. Hello, Suzanne. Thank you. Hasta luego, amigos. Stay safe, okay? Stay safe. Stay healthy.